We
It never
always
hurts.
talk about living on the water, which a lot of our market is. Well, I always joke, and it's not a joke. Out of 365 days, 362 are awesome. One really sucks, and the other ones are kind of marginal. That's pretty much the way the world works every year. So, but I'll take the 362 the other round. So, but it's going to be interesting because a lot of our markets, well, especially Pinellas County, we did get a little hit, man, and there's a lot of people going to be doing real estate moves. So those of us on the beaches right now, if there's ever a time to reach out and see what people need, this is it. And those absentee owners who are out of town that can't check on their home, they might need some eyes, right? So this is the time to reach out and talk with people and see what you can do to help them, because there's a lot of people with uncertainty. There's a lot of people going through a lot right now, and it just is what it is. And it just, this stretch, the middle barrier islands are the ones that kind of got the little bit of a beating. So it's what it is.
Well,
But reach out.
I think it fits in. I think it fits into what we kind of wanted to talk about today, though, which is that one-on-one communication, the script, the process. How do we create content? And so I think this is a perfect segue to kind of jump into this,
Yeah.
because I think the way that I always look at the one-on-one side of things, especially from a social perspective, is context is everything, right? So the more contextual I can make whatever I'm going to send you, whether it's a text, whether it's a message, whether it's a video, the more contextual I can make it to the person I'm sending it, the better, right? So as a perfect example, if you have a friend or family member or someone that you kind of know, right? Even if it's just a Facebook friend that happens to live on the water. If Jeff and I weren't close and I knew Jeff wasn't in real estate, right? And Jeff and I just kind of know each other on Facebook, but I know that he lives in Madeira Beach. This would be the perfect time for me to grab my phone. Literally, this is how easy this is. Hey, Jeff, man, dude, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I saw that storm came through. Man, how is everything? Is the house okay? Is there anything I can do for you? Let me know.
Yep.
Boom, shoot that video. And now I go into Messenger and I just send that message to Jeff one-on-one. Now, if
Yep.
Jeff and I are close, right, then I probably don't need to shoot a video. I can shoot a text to him and say, hey, man, how's everything? Is the house okay? If Jeff is kind of a distant friend, then it's important that as long as I'm willing to get on camera, that I actually put a face to the name. Because when Jeff gets that message, I'm sure other people reached out to him to say, hey, how's the house? But if he gets a video from me, he's going to connect to my video, that message, way more than he is otherwise, right? It's 100% contextual to him. And I have a reason to reach out. You guys have a reason to reach out right now. I don't care who it is, because even if it's Jeff, who's not in real estate, but lives on the water and is going to fix his house, he may need someone. Hey, do you know anyone who does drywall work? Do you know anyone who helps come in and restores, area that's been flooded? Anything. But again, the whole point of this, and we've talked about this a lot, is when anything happens in the home or the yard, you want them to think of you. This is the perfect time to make sure that they do that. Use your resources, reach out, and provide a connection. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I mean, it's right on. And everything's one-on-one, guys. Let's be realistic here. How many deals do you need extra this month? Right? I don't care what level of production. If you got one or two extra deals this month, you're happy. Right? True story. One or two extra deals. So if your business is running, you got repeat and referral coming your way, you're great, guys. You're in good shape. Go get one or two more. Right? If you don't have repeat and referral coming your way yet, you need to get your butt out there and go find some more. So you need one or two. That's it. You don't have to do massive marketing billboards and hope you get 1% return on your massive marketing efforts. You need to pick up the phone, talk to a couple people, shoot a couple texts, and say hi. You have 30 days to find one person, maybe two. That's it, guys. This is not hard. We're not going to let you make it hard. This is reach out, talk to people, find out who's got real estate going on in their world, who's getting married, who's getting divorced, who's having kids, whose kids are going away, who's getting rich, who's getting poor, who's getting sick, right? It's called life, right? And all we need to do And this happened to me. I got a message on Messenger from a friend of mine from college I haven't seen literally in a long time. Haven't talked with him forever. And he just sent me a message as an old fraternity brother. He's like, hey man, I see a lot of your posts. I think it seems things are looking good. Hope you and the family are well. That's it. It's been literally years, right, since I've had any even thought about this person. And all of a sudden, boom, had a thought. And then I'm like, shit, I wonder what he's doing. Click on the profile. Oh shit, look, he's got his kid. Look how, so wow, that's cool, interesting. I wonder what he's doing. So then what did I do? Re-engage. What's up, man? Haven't talked to you in a long time. Hope things are well. What's new with you? Right? It's called a conversation. And now a conversation and a connection has occurred. And that was it. And all he did was, man, looks like things are well. Hope you and family are well. Talk to you. Take care, brother. That was it. Right. So that's all he had to do. Now, I don't want anything from him. He doesn't want anything from me. He was just reaching out to say hi. Right. I popped up in his scroll apparently at some level. Guys, it's this simple. One, reach out. One on one, on one, on one, on one.
But it's super important because you guys never know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? And in a week from now, if that guy is out at a bar and his friend goes, yeah, dude, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm moving to Tampa. Or, hey, I just got a job offer. You'll never believe it. I get to move to Tampa. Or he decides that, you know what? I want to move down to Tampa. The first person that's going to pop into his head is Jeff. That's how this works, right? And it may be tomorrow. It may be a year. It may never happen. But the reality is you've created the opportunity for that to happen simply by connecting and having a simple conversation. And that's the name of this game. I always say social is nothing more than conversation at scale. But you have to have conversations, right? You actually have to make the effort, reach out one-on-one. Now, do we have tools that'll help you do it at a broader scale? Sure. Auto Networks is a great tool, right? Because we could literally sit there, click send, and send a personalized message to every single person. And if you haven't gotten with your office manager to do that yet, you should, because we have them on the office computers for free. And your office manager can help you do that, right? And so all we do then is we write a personalized message, and it literally could be as simple as, hey, 2020 has been a crazy year. I hope all is well. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Boop. And we can personalize that to every person, click send, and it will go, right? So that's an option. Or you can be really sniper with it and say, you know what? I know that every one of my friends in my sphere on Facebook right now who lives on the beach is probably going through a little bit of a hard time. Maybe they're thinking about selling. Maybe they just need help. But if I reach out to the 15 to 20 people that I know that live on the Gulf right now, I've got a very good chance of building a connection that may end up resulting in some sort of transaction down the line.
And here's the thing, you're making deposits into a trust bank account, right? I mean, just reaching out, that gives you points, right? That gives you points that you're actually a real person, right? You're a real person. That's all. That's what you're doing. You're a nice person that actually thinks about somebody, right? That's really all it is that. So you're going to be elevated in that person's mind just because you reached out. Now, guys, absentee owners, non-homesteaded owners right now, I'm telling you, I don't care, storm before the storm, right, is the most golden opportunity for new business, right? Your sphere is easiest, right? Just reaching out contextually and saying, hey, what's going on, Susie? I hope all is well. Oh my gosh, your kids are getting so big. Can you believe time flies? What's new with you? Boom. That took me 32 seconds to hit that. That's the sniper action I'm talking about today, is that, right? And then once you run out of that, which you'll never run out of that, because each of you has several hundred, if not several thousand people, right, in your world. And if that's too many, boot some people out, right? And get back to the tribe that you really want to attract and just get into there. What about getting into your groups, right? Learn some people, click through, guys. This is the way to grow your sphere. Because soon that's going to be all that matters, is the people that know you and trust you, because it's not going to get easier to reach people. It's going to get more and more crowded. So that's simple. But going back to the Remind thing for a second, because I'm not going to stop banging this drum, especially those who want business out here or those who are out here. And I don't care which one of the two you are. I don't care if you're in a Tampa office and want to get business out in the beaches, go get it, right? Beach people, you should get it first. But if you're not going to, Tampa people, come on out, right? Get on the Remind, find the absentee owners that live in Chicago that own a little beach house. It's their second or third investment property. It's on the water. They got issues. I could tell you they have issues right now. There's problems with their house. They need something. They need somebody to do something. I promise you that. So if you just reached out and say, hey, Mr. Bahoozy Watts, this is Bubba with Century 21. I know you have a house on whatever street here in Reddington Shores. I'm just reaching out to my out-of-state owners and seeing if there's anything I could do to help you. I wish somebody would do that for me if I didn't live here. Here's my number. Call me, text me. What can I do to help you? That's it. Guys, it's that simple today. This is golden opportunity. And I'm right now. You don't like my name choice?
Those were some fancy names. I just have to say, I've never heard.
Well, you know,
that name.
I tempered it down because my typical go-to names are not as PG.
I do. Jonathan will probably appreciate that because it usually involves some editing on his part. I'm gonna try and connect on my phone real quick. So the other thing is, for those of you that have listings and just sold, hold on. Okay. I'm going to try and connect here and make myself an admin on my phone. I'm going to show you too how I think we can leverage our listings that we have and just solds with your sphere, right? And it's going to do a couple things. Number one, right now, I know most of our listings, you don't really need to do a whole lot extra to get it sold, but times may change, number one. And number two, doing these little things right here are going to help build brand awareness and that connection that we're just talking about with our sphere, right? That we are good at what we do and remind them that, hey, I'm in real estate. Hey, I'm in real estate, right? So as an example, share my screen here. Cool. All right. Let's see if this works. Perfect. Okay. So what I would do is I would come into Canva and I'll just show you how quickly this is. All right. So there's the post from this morning, but I would just click new post and let's just say, just find a photo here. Images. Let's just do, okay, there's the outside. Let's find another image. So we're just going to pretend that this is a listing. So I'm going to take photos from my listing and I'm just going to build a nice little, oh, post that one, perfect. Okay. And I'm going to build a little post. And what I'm going to do here is cool. Now we're going to add some text. I just want to show you how fast this can be done from your phone, nonetheless. One, two, three. Street. Obviously, you're going to put in the real address. Just list it. Okay. add in your text, put all your contact information in, right? I think you guys get the point. I would continue to put my contact information in here. And I would take this graphic, I'm going to download it right to my phone. And then I'm going to go into Messenger. Okay. And you see how fast you can do this. Now, obviously, it may take you a little longer if you're not as used to Canva, but that took me about 3 minutes. So it might take you 10. Okay. You're going to do that with your photos of your listing. You're going to put it on here, or you're just sold. And now I'm going to go into Messenger. I'll stop sharing my screen here. Now, all I have to do is go into Messenger, go to all my sphere, message that one-on-one to them, and say, hey, I know you know some people I don't know. This is a new listing for me. I know you know people that are probably in the market. If you know anyone or if you mind sharing this, I'd really appreciate it. Boom. And if you actually took the time to send that to 10, 15, 20, 30, however many people you want to actually commit to sending it to, you just start sending that out strategically to people that you know live in the area, people that you know have good spheres themselves. What do you think if you're friends with them? What are they going to do? They're going to share it. And if they don't, here's the best part about this. Worst case scenario, they see it and they don't do anything with it. What are they thinking of? Oh, Mike's in real estate. Mike's in real estate. Mike's in real estate. Oh, and Mike's got listings, right? Mike's got just solds. So subconsciously, you're good at what you do, right? It's these little things, guys, that we just don't take the extra level. You're doing the work anyways. You're getting listings anyways. You're working with buyers anyways. Could you easily send a message to your friends and say, hey, I'm working with these first-time home buyers. This is kind of what they're looking for. If anything pops up in your neighborhood, could you let me know? Right? Again, it's not really yes, you're getting watchdogs out there kind of helping you, right? Potentially. But worst case, what are you really doing? In a very subtle way, you're telling your friends and family, hey, by the way, I've got clients, right? And this is how far I'm willing to go for them, is I'm willing to message you and ask if you can help. These are just subtle things, and you're doing this stuff anyways. You're working with buyers, you're working with sellers, you're out, you have your just solds. So to not leverage them to their full capacity, and this is just a very easy way to do that. And again, there's a lot of power in that one-on-one. If Jeff gets that message from me and it's one-on-one, he's going to almost feel entitled, especially if we're friends, to tell someone or do something with it. Whereas if it's just a post in his feed, he's probably not going to share it or do anything with it. But if I send it to him and specifically ask for Jeff's help, he's probably going to be more inclined to do something or at least reply to me. So just something to think about.
All right, so let's go even more contextual on this one. Just type in, those of you watching it now, type in the answer to this little riddle. What is our biggest problem right now in real estate? What is it? What is it? What is it? What's our biggest issue that we're facing right now? Inventory. Lauren's right on it. Inventory, us. Inventory listings. Okay. Inventory. Chris and Andrew, thank you very much. All right. So knowing that we have an inventory problem, and it's not a secret that we have an inventory problem, let's solve the problem that we have right now. Okay. So this is your script. Write this down, store it in your memory for a second. And Puma, you said it. This is it. You know people I don't know. True story. Every one of your friends has friends that you don't know. Right. So this is they're friends. So remember, can I trust you? Are you good at what you do? Do you care about me? Those are the three questions. They already know that they can trust you and that you care about them. They just don't really know that you're good at what you do unless you've convinced them of that. Then you're already golden, right? You know people I don't know. Okay. Who do you know in your world that's even remotely possibly considering doing anything and selling their house? Okay. That is your script right now to send sniper to 50 people today. And if you don't have time, that's BS. You do have time. You just need to make it a priority to knock out copy and paste 50 times. I'm sorry, that's not a tough job, guys, right? You know people I don't know, right? Who do you know is even remotely considering selling? Guys, especially over here in the Pinellas side of the world, which is where I am, there are probably, we already have an inventory problem. There's probably 100 to 200 houses that are inhabitable right now, okay? that were not inhabitable on last Wednesday morning. So there's 200 families that need another house that there aren't any homes. This is a big problem, right? So this is the time to get in. And guys, you know, people I don't know, who in the world do you know that's doing something? This is a message. And I don't care what neighborhood you live in. I don't care when you're in Orlando, right? You're Doc Phillips, right? This is the exact same thing. You know, people I don't know. Who do you know that's even remotely considering doing anything right now? That is the one-on-one, hand-to-hand combat that we need right now. And it's true and it's real. And even if they don't, you just made a deposit in their memory bank that you are an agent that's active. That you win 100%. There's not one downside at all to doing this. There's nothing but multiple layers of upside. You know, people I don't know. Who do you know that's remotely considering even possibly selling their house? It's worth more than it's ever been worth before. The demand is higher than it's ever been before. This is the golden time, right? And do not, guys, I'm sick and tired of hearing about all these secret off-market transactions that you sold it before it hit the market. Stop it. Why are you doing this to sellers, guys? It's not fair. Expose them to the hungry, rabid buyer pool that wants a property. Why in the world would you just quietly go to one person? That's not representation. That's not right. You need to put that damn thing out on the open market and let people bid it up, right? That's what we should be doing right now. Not the little, hey, I did it. It's all off the market. That's not, who are you working for, right? When the word gets out of what you're trying to do, you're here to take care of people and represent your client. So if it's your seller, you better expose them to the world, because the world's big, the world is rich, and the world is hungry for the product that you have in your pocket right now. So do not let people do, hey, my neighbor wants to buy my house. Well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say, because your neighbor is not the richest person that wants your house, okay? And most likely they're not. So let me put it on the market for a week or two. That's all it takes. And then you're going to see who really wants your house. And if it's your neighbor, then he's not going anywhere. He'll still buy it. But at least expose it to the general market, guys. This is a big problem, right? But it's easily solved. And we have to get out there. Every one of us, it's our duty. My phone's blowing up this morning. It's our duty to get with everybody and see, you know, people I don't know. Who do you know that's even remotely considering selling in the next year, right? Who has life happening to them that said, you know what, in 2021, we think we're going to move. Well, then those are the people we need to grab right now and say, hey, listen to me. Listen, pay attention. Smack, smack, pay attention. Your house has never been worth more than it is right now. Interest rates are fixed in the high twos. There are people lining up that need houses. They can't find one. This is the time. You are the only person. This is the best time ever in the history of the world. Let's roll this thing up the flagpole. Let's see who salutes using Craig's line, and let's sell this damn house, guys. This is inventory time more than ever before. We're going to be rolling into the time. It's starting to get cold up north. People are going to be coming in here. Hit your absentee owners. Hit your sphere. You know, people I don't know, guys. There is no excuse for everybody watching this right now to go out and find 3 or 4 listings in the next 30 days and pop them up and just amass tons of wealth. So you're sitting there on New Year's Eve going, man, I'm glad I kicked my ass into gear. Okay. This is the time. It is not hard. It just needs that why, right? And it needs the why. And the whys, there's a million of them. We can do 4 hours on the whys. But you know, if you don't know, then you better reach out to your manager or me or Craig or Puma or whoever and say, I need help uncovering my why. And then we're going to help you find a why, right? The why needs to be prepared for some things that come out of the blue that you don't expect, right? And because things can come out of the blue that you don't expect in a moment, right? I wasn't expecting the crap that I'm going through right now, and it's not cheap, right? Thank goodness I've had a stockpile, right, for things that are there in case I need to do something, right? That needs to be one of your plans too, is to have money that you can handle anything that comes your way. Is that a pretty good goal? I think it is, right? Because as annoying as it is, it's not super stressful in that category. It's aggravating for sure. It's annoying, but it's not super stressful from that because I can handle that. Now I just have to reallocate time and priorities, right? That's my biggest issue at the moment, right? But that's it. But I can handle it. So your goal is to have cash, right? I don't care if you just shove it in a shoebox underneath your bed, right? You better have cash. You need 6 to 9 months of living, and you need to have some cash to access for things that happen that you're not expecting to happen. So I would call that a year of liquid cash flow sitting around, and you know what your life cost you. But guys, if you don't have it, just go get it. It's not hard. You just have to go talk to 20 people today. Well, Jeff, how many people should I talk today? Is 5 enough? I don't know. Go look at your bank account app and you tell me what the number is in there. And if it's not a comforting number, then 5 is not enough. Simple enough. Is 10 enough? I don't know. Open up your app, look at your bank account number. Are you comfortable with that amount? Then no, 10 is not enough. Go until your thumb hurts. Why would you not? In the golden era of real estate right now, why would you not just go until it's you can't, your eyes are crossing and your thumb is tired and you're just wiped out? It doesn't make any sense, right? To not, guys. I'm telling you, this is the time. This is the time. This is a Monday. This is a fresh start in the best market you've ever seen in the history of the real estate industry. And we've got pockets of little real estate bubbles that are happening all over the place in a good way, right? And the supply and demand is super hyper local, right? Because the market that Puma cares about is Puma Street. That's the only market that Puma should care about right now. He doesn't give a flying crap about what's going on in Carrollwood right now, or South Tampa, or Chiefland, or Orlando, or Ocala, or Miami, or Ohio. He has zero cares in the world. It does not matter. The only thing that matters is Courtney comes in and says, honey, I'm tired of this house. Let's get a new one. That's the only thing that's relevant is, okay, supply and demand. What are we competing with? How many are there? And is this the time? It's the only thing that's relevant to him. And what's available where we want to live? How many of those are out there? And what can I afford? Those are the only two markets that are relevant to him. So stop worrying about the market and figure out where you want your signs up, because that's the only market you need to care about. And talk to everybody on those streets and say hi. Easiest thing, the people that don't live there. I know that's counterintuitive, but it's easier to talk to the people that don't live in the neighborhood you want property and get the absentee owners, because you can use Forewarn and nail them. You can find them on LinkedIn. You can find them through Google. You can find them through Facebook. You can find them through Forewarn. And you're saying, hey, dude, your house on Oak Street, what are you doing with it? This is the golden era. It's never been worth more. If you're not emotionally loving this house, sell the damn thing. We'll buy another one later when the market adjusts. This is the time. Do you have any other better use for this cash? No? Okay, you're super loaded and you want to keep it? Great. You want to buy another one? I'll keep you posted when I find something else that's coming on the market. Save my number. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, what's going on? This is Jeff down Central 21. Your house on Oak Street is calling in. Are you guys live in Texas? What are you doing with this property? This is the time. We have a major problem here. Your house has never been worth more than the world. What are you doing with it? Screw me. You hate agents? Okay, bye. Click. Hey, this is Jeff. I see you live in California. What are you doing with this house over here? It's never been worth more. Screw me. You hate agents? Okay, bye. Hey, this is Jeff. I see you live in Toronto. What's going on? What are you doing with your house on Oak Street? Got it? It's a numbers game. I need one or two all month. All month. Guys, I had 2 espressos in my coffee this morning. But besides that, I am fired up because it is time, guys. It is absolutely time. It's never been better than this. This is Monday damn morning, right? It's perfect. It's perfect. And I wish we were alive right now. Screw me, screw you. That's Don's response. Good mirror and matching. I like it. Right? Guys, it's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Get out there and talk to people. That's exactly what we need to do. I don't know what else we can do. I wish we could just kind of infiltrate in and just like get into the brains and connect the one thing that needs to be connected that makes you just go boom. World's best real estate market, world's best real estate brand, world's best real estate leadership team, world's best marketing. What else do you want? Right? It's never going to be more perfect than it is right now. Rant over.
Let's talk about the reality of the time of year too, right? We're about to approach the holidays. So This is going to go one way or the other for most of you watching. And I think most of you watching are going to go in the direction we want you to go, which is push the gas pedal as hard as you can, right? Don't let up.
There is no other direction.
Because well, there is. Because if you're super happy where you are right now and you literally could say, you know what, I could retire tomorrow and be fine, and you want to go take from now through next year off, great, do that. Just know the consequences, right? But here's the reality. If you're willing to put in the work between now and into January, right, through the holiday, obviously taking your time off with your family because that's important. But if you push now, you have a unique advantage because not only are we in the best real estate market ever, what is everyone else doing over the next few weeks? They are all starting to take more time off. They're starting to slow down. They're going to be on social more. They're going to have more time to go on Zillow and look. They're going to be rethinking their year, especially as we get into December, right? There was a stat I saw the other day that searches on Indeed go up between November and December like 124% compared to the rest of the year because everyone's evaluating their year. Oh, I didn't make the money I wanted to make. Oh, you know what? I can work from anywhere now. I don't need to sit here and live in Minnesota where it's 7 degrees and snowing, right? So these things are happening. This is real. This is life. Now you combine that with literally the perfect storm of real estate outside of inventory. You have the lowest rates we've ever seen, and you've got huge value opportunities for people all over the country. And can you help someone move from Duluth, Minnesota to here? Yes. Right?
Yep.
Could you help someone go from here to Duluth, Minnesota? Yep. Anywhere in the world, right? So you have that power of Century 21 and more importantly, the power of Ashley and relocation behind you. You've got the perfect real estate market. You've got more eyeballs and more searches that are going to happen over the next 4 to 8 weeks than all year long. So you literally have the perfect storm of opportunity if you're willing to go take advantage of it.
Well, Lauren just hit on something even better. She just closed an investment property. She just typed in 3.5% to 4% is the interest rate on investment properties. Guys, all right, here we go again. I'm going to hold myself down.
Oh, God.
Guys,
everyone take a breath.
How many of your friends have equity in their property? Okay. What's equity worth?
Pretty much all of
Nothing unless you use it. Right? I mean, it's like you're sitting on gold and you're not even touching it. Put it to work. Don't go buy something stupid. Right? Use it to buy something that makes money. You got to make your money make money. That's the name of this game. Do we know properties that cash flow? Yep. Do we know properties that short-term rentals that will pay for themselves? Yep. Do we have many of them in our inventory? Yes. Right? Do you know how to find them? Yes. Can you find people a rental property? I don't care if it's in Celebration. Buy it. If it cash flows. If it cash flows. If it cash flows. Let me say it one last time. If it cash flows. If you knew you could buy something and it paid for itself, you're stupid not to buy it. Would you guys agree with me on this? It doesn't. If you have money and you could put that money somewhere where that money will make you money because of cash flow, that's dumb not to do it. Okay. Now I'm not talking, let's buy something, hoping the market appreciates, then we'll make money. That's stupid. That's a roulette wheel. I'm not talking about roulette. I'm talking about knowing that you could go buy a property and your payment is going to be $1,100 a month and it can rent out for $1,750 a month. And you don't buy that, that's stupid. If you have the cash. True story? A true story. Okay. Now, how many of your friends have equity? A lot. You know how to untrap equity. It's called an equity line of credit, right? It's called a refi cash out. It's called a HELOC. It's called whatever you want to call it. Or they have 401ks they can reallocate. Now, stock market's at all-time highs. I don't know. Some people take that as a interesting scenario and say, let me take some of my chips off the table, put them in my pocket, let me put them into something that I know will make money versus the hoping that it continues to go up, right? Will it go up? I don't know. Crystal ball's not working. Don't know. Okay. Where are those inventory properties? Great question, Regina. I've got 47 of them at the Sandalwood here on North Reddington Beach. I've got 4 left in Madeira Del Mar that are 550 grand, right? That will cash flow, right? We've got the harbor condos, which aren't as super cash flows, but they'll do fine. But Madeira Del Mar cash flows. 1 left in Madeira Bay, actually at 394,000. That will definitely take care of itself. And then you have Sandalwood right down the street with 47 Gulfront units with a 70-30 split, right? So that's just our inventory. That's just my inventory right here in one town. We got 450 people spreading all over Central Florida. We've got an amazing group of agents in Orlando that are working these cash flow investment properties over there too. So it's unbelievable. So there's all kinds of things, but here's the point. You're not selling a property right now. You're selling to people to use you as a trusted advisor, as to letting them know their opportunities. At least if you just started the conversation like I just did with you. And what if you did a little rant on your Facebook or LinkedIn right now or Instagram and said, guys, I just left one of our business meetings in the morning and we're just talking about, well, we're selling investment properties at 3.5 to 4%, right? We got 15% down investor programs at 3.5, 4% interest. We have cash flow in properties. If you are ever thinking about how your money should be making money, give me a call. Let's just chat, see what I can do to help you. I don't care if they ever call you. You just now elevated yourself in their mind as a real estate professional. So when they're at a T-ball game next Saturday, you're going to be most likely to pop up when their friend says their mom's moving here from Duluth. Right? You guys get how this game's played? But it's just get out there and push it out. You've got so much to talk about. There's so much to do. Problem is there's too much to do. So what I want as we close this whole thing out today is, what are you going to do this week? What are you going to do today? Are you going to hit absentees? Great. Are you going to text your friends? Great. Are you going to use Messenger? Great. Are you going to DM them through Instagram? Great. You're going to send them a message through LinkedIn? Great. I don't care what it is, right? You just need to pick one and just do it. And is 5 enough? No, it's not. If you have a couple of hours free today, burn through as many as you can in those couple of hours, guys. I mean, come on. That's just what we need to do right now. I'd much rather you be so busy you had to refer business to your friends to take a referral fee, but just become a lead gen machine right now in this golden age that we're sitting in right now. We went through a ton of different opportunities. We went a ton of different ways tactically to go do this right now. So the message is to your sphere, you know people I don't know, we need inventory. Who's even remotely considering selling? Please help. And just do that. If everyone just did that this week, we would have 100 new listings in the next 2 weeks in this company, and everybody's goals would be hit, and we'd have one hell of a New Year's. Okay, that's what I think we'd be able to do. Just that alone. And if that doesn't work for some reason, then go to Forewarn and find your absentee owners. If that doesn't work, then go use Remind and find everybody in your neighborhood that has equity, because it's sitting right there at your fingertips, and talk to them and see if they want to talk about reallocating some of their funds. Right, guys, this is awesome. It's just a perfect time and the perfect week to get your butt rolling and to change the outcome of your life. I mean, one contact this week could totally change everything. That's the fun thing about this business. You never know who you're going to talk to. You never know what you're going to get, but you know you're going to get something. But if you don't at least talk to a couple people today, or several people, 10, 20, 30, 40 people today, why not? Right? You're going to have 0% chance of just changing everything. So that's it. So get a goal, hit the number. Don't you remember the sleep number? I love that concept. I think Jody brought that up in one of our Century 21 trainings. The sleep number is commit to it right now. And the sleep number is, I'll give you a hint, look over my shoulder. That should be the minimum sleep number. 21 people a day, right? So if your goal is, I'm going to talk to this many people a day, that's your sleep number. Once you hit that number, you're going to have the best night's sleep ever. If you don't, you're not going to sleep, right? There's going to be crazy thoughts coming in and just kind of messing up your whole brain, and you're just going to have a terrible night. And I don't mind wishing that upon you, because you deserve to have the lifestyle that income fixes and gets you set up. So pick your sleep number. I don't care if it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, should be something around here, right? That you just are going to commit to talking to every day as your job. And then that's your job. I don't care if you stay up till 10 o'clock texting people. Do it. Man, oh man, blowing up. I don't care if you have to stay up till midnight sending messages in Messenger. There should be no excuse to hitting whatever sleep number you have, guys. That's going to be the game changer in your business. Is just tattoo it on your forehead. And if you're brushing your teeth and you haven't hit that number, then get your thumb out and make it happen. That's going to be the difference between you being an unbelievable success with lots of wealth and money to handle anything that comes your way, versus you sitting around struggling. And I don't want you guys in that struggle bus. Get out of it and just make things happen the best way that it can. But it just talks about picking the number, talking to people. Guys, we're talking about, this is your job. We're lucky. to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and this is your tool. It's pretty awesome. So that's the message I wanted to share today.
For those of you that are on here too, I just sent out a email to everyone. So Next Level U is ready for you to register. You can pick your sessions, register for the ones you want, take them all, take 5, doesn't matter. There's 18 sessions over the 3 days, December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You can go to be3agents.com and do it, or you can go hityournextlevel.com. Either way, it's going to take you to the same place. Go there, register, pick your sessions. Once you do that, you're going to go through a quote unquote checkout process. It's free, so don't freak out. You'll see that it's free. Go through the checkout process. That'll complete your registration, and then you'll get invites sent to you for each session that you register for. But go do that, and sign up for the sessions that you feel will help you and your business.
Christina just asked if you can't be there for the sessions live. Yes, we're gonna keep them all, and that's it. And yes, Lauren, we're gonna make this an event, which is going to an exposure event for people that should be working for our company but don't yet. So they'll be able to get a pass to come watch things. Just let your manager know, and that's it. But yes, they were going to record them. They will end up on the app as soon as we're done. And so we're doing 55-minute sessions, 18 of them. So whatever's relevant to you. And because we're going to pick the lane that you think you want, pick a few and figure out which one you want. And then we're going to commit to one. Because guys, remember the whole name of this game is what is your quarterly goal? Put on the blinders, no deviation, crush it. And then reevaluate at the end of that quarter and even do more of the same or change it a little bit. We get to pivot. That's the fun part about this business, but you can't pivot during the quarter. You got to go all in full throttle and make things happen. So I'm stoked about this next level. It's going to be the best one.
Christina, no, you do not need to sign up. We only need you to register if you are going to actually plan to attend the session. Obviously things come up, but the reason we need you to register is while we should have plenty of room in that webinar, we are capped, right? So we do need to keep track of how many people are registered to attend each session. So that way we know if we need to cut the session off at all. Last time we got pretty close in a couple of them. So we do need to make sure we do that.
Because we can expand it from our end.
Yeah, we can grow it. And as far as the recordings go, we will be recording. Just be patient with us. At the end of the day, you've got 18 hours worth of content that need to get kind of drilled down, separated, and edited and posted. So it will take Jonathan, usually takes him about a week or so to be able to get those sessions up and live. So it won't be immediately after we're done, but you will have access to them usually about a week later.
And you're going to be so far ahead of the competition, guys, because we are bringing our super triple star A game for this one. We keep getting better and better. And
there are some different sessions in there this time. So go check it out. If you've been to the last couple and you don't feel like you need to, there are a couple sessions, obviously, that are kind of staples in what we do that have got to be in there that you probably could use a refresher on. But there are some brand new topics and new sessions that we will be doing as well. So I think you'll find some value no matter how long you've been with us or no matter how long you've been in the business.
There's always a next level, baby. That's it.
That's right. Well, we're here, guys. Have a great rest of your week. And if you need anything, reach out.
Sleep Number. Get it. Bye.